When Savile was brought in to co-host the last episode of Top of the Pops in 2006, when he was nearly 80 years old, he still managed to assault a teenage girl in the studio audience.
This is in his late. This is 79 years old. He's still this.
Well, when Savile started popping up on TV again in the mid-2000s, women who had been raped or assaulted by Savile began speaking out. But even though Jimmy Savile was in his 80s when this started happening, he still never let down the guard that had kept him protected all those years. In Surrey, a police investigation called Operation Ornament was opened following Savile's appearance on Celebrity Big Brother. But even though several allegations were collected, the investigation stopped when it was discovered that at least 4 Surrey police officers were personal friends with Jimmy Savile. Now, the only time that Jimmy was ever put in the box, so to speak, was when police interviewed him in October of 2009 in the friendliest yet creepiest possible location to ask him about his alleged assaults. They met at Jimmy's private office at Stoke Mandeville Hospital, where Jimmy committed a large portion of his crime.
So they were like sitting on his asking him if he was there.
Yeah. Yep. And they're like, that's icing. I brought it from a hot cross bun.
Well, in an interview that lasted just a hair under an hour, Savile led the questions and barked denials anytime he was asked something directly. And again, this was good enough for the investigators, who closed the investigation after the interview. This was a pattern that went all the way back to the 1950s. Accusations of would be made against Jimmy Savile, but police investigations every single time, for one reason or another, would stall out before charges could be made. And Jimmy Savile kept that game going until the day he died.